Hello, my ginger loves. I hope all is well. Welcome to Tea Time with Joss. I am your co-host, Joss. Remember that I am not for everyone, and neither is this reading, so take what's yours, don't steal what's not. Let's get started. I hope everybody had a good weekend. So, we have transformation in the reverse. You have Mama Yemaya, resurrection, and then you have Nana Baruku and essence. This transformation and this resurrection were the two that came out flipped over. So I'm really feeling like someone may be hiding the changes that they are going through. Like they don't want you to see that they are changing. They don't want you to see that they're just different. With this essence, it's like the core of them, their spirit, their soul has pushed them into some kind of change, and they may have resisted it for quite a while, because they did not want to, just quite frankly, they didn't want to change. It was easier to be the person that they were, even though they knew that that person was not true to how their spirit was leading them, their higher self, how God was guiding them. So someone, it feels like two different things. They both have to do with the essence of who you are, but someone was resisting this transformation, this change, because they don't want to be new. Being new frightens them. And even though it feels good to operate in authenticity, because like they go in and out, right? This person, they're not always who they truly are, depending on who they're around. They're still in a place where they're afraid to change. They're afraid to be themselves, their real self. And then the second scenario is that someone is hiding the transformation that they are going through. And I don't mean hiding in a way that they're being sneaky. I mean hiding like, I'm hearing covert. It's like they're just not showing their hand. They're changing into who they are, but they're doing it behind the scenes. They're not out loud with it. Nobody knows what's going on with this person. This is someone that you probably haven't seen 6 months or more, but I truly heard a year. This person has just gone into some kind of seclusion as they've been going through this transformation. The transformation might be very frightening. It could be an ego death, but this person, it's like they're whatever this change is that they're going through as they get back to their essence, to who they truly are. This person wants to emerge, wants to resurrect as something brand new. They want to come out and they want their full plumage, with this peacock energy. Like they want you to see. Someone feels like they have something to prove. Now, I don't know if this is romantical or if this is familial or just, this person in general feels like they have to emerge bigger, better, different because they've been gone so long. But they're doing it in private. They're doing it in secret. They're doing it covertly, because covert is what I heard. It's like a mission for this person. So those are the two scenarios. Someone is resisting transformation. Someone is hiding their transformation. Either way, this person is going to come back, resurrect as something brand new, something beautiful, something pure. They've gotten to the essence of who they are. They've gotten to their true higher self. And whether they resisted or they did it in private, God is changing this person's entire life. So this person, they had to change. It was time. They couldn't resist it any longer. Just God wasn't going to allow it. It was time. Whew. And then both sides. So let's get one more. You have higher perception, passion. So someone is doing, and then what's on the bottom here? Walking meditation, just go. So yeah, there's someone that you were being called to complete something, to do something. I don't know what something is, but something. And it was requiring you to go deeper, to raise higher, to rise up. Because whatever this is, this passion, this is the essence of you. This is who you truly are. You were being called to look at yourself deeply, to see yourself in divinity, so that you could have this peacock energy. Because there's going to be a lot of self-confidence that's needed for this leg of your journey, and possibly throughout, the rest of your lifetime. But there's going to be a lot of self-confidence, not arrogance, okay? Not cockiness, not that. Even though you are having this peacock energy, it is a confidence that you get from source, from digging deep, from being in tune with yourself, from being balanced in every way, in every part of your being. This passion is going to require you to be in the essence of yourself, for you to be operating in true authenticity. So even if you are the person that was resisting transformation, resisting change, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. 808 on the timer when I said that. So it's going to happen regardless of whether you want it or not. And it's going to happen this year, because 808, we're in the year of 8. It doesn't matter whether you want to do it now or not. God gave you plenty of time, gave you plenty of opportunity for it, made plenty of space. There were a lot of people that left your life. And those people were no longer in alignment with what this passion is, what God has planned for you, what you know when you look deeply within yourself, you are supposed to be doing, have. So there's been a lot of wiping. There's been a lot of wiping. People have been leaving your life left and right over the past few years. This has been going on for quite some time. God has been cleaning house, and this was the time that you were being prepared for this transformation. But you were just resisting it. You were holding on to things that you didn't need, whether it be actual people or it just be, 3D things, hurtful things. It's so much that was keeping you from resurrecting, from you rising anew, from you being risen from the dead. You were dead when you were operating in this frequency that wasn't really yours. And if you are the person that you've been transforming in private, it's because what God is doing in you, no one will believe it. No one will believe it. That's how much of a change you've been going through. No one will believe this resurrection. This is how you prove to people who tell you God does not exist. This is how you're going to prove to them that God is real. They'll have no alternative, no other option, no choice but to know that He is real. And it's because the energy that you are going to come back with is going to be so pure, so clean, because you're operating in your essence, in your authenticity. You are being your true divine self. And you are not making any apologies for it. You're not taking it back. This is for the person that you've been changing in private. Some of it is because it's been very difficult for you. There's definitely been ego death going on. And if you operated in your shadow for a very long time, there was a lot of cleanup that you had to do. This, yeah. This higher that you're being called to go to, this higher, it's going to scare some people because they're not going to be able to believe the change in you. But when they see it, they're going to understand why you've been in seclusion for so long. Why it's been so long since they've seen you. And the people who are really, the people you're going to make a believer out of, the people that God is preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies, the people that God is making your footstool, when the word says He'll make your enemy your footstool. Those people who came against you, the people who did not believe in you, the people who tried to speak against you and speak against what you had going on and what you were doing with yourself, the people who did not accept the authentic you, these are the people that God is going to let you pop back out on. And they're just not going to be able to believe it. That's how much you've changed. That's how different you are, because you're now your real self. And I'm not saying you're making the change because you're trying to impress people. You made the change because God called you to it. You didn't have an option. Whether you gave in willingly or you didn't, there wasn't an option any longer. But this pop out is going to show those people who did not believe in you, who did not believe in your gifts, your ideas, who did not accept, love, and appreciate the authentic you. This pop out, their eyes gonna pop out. Y'all know what I see? Like on cartoons, when something happens and their eyes pop out of their head, that's what I saw in my head. This is what's gonna happen. These people are gonna be flabbergasted. They're just not gonna believe the change in you. Whether you are the person that resisted or the person that's been doing it in private, they're not going to believe who you are. And some of these people, the people who tried to, shapeshift on you, the people who was funny acting, the people who was in and out, who you knew was talking about you behind your back, even though they smiled in your face, some of those people are going to try to come back into your life. I can't tell you what to do except use your discernment. That intuition that you've been building up while you've been in seclusion, while you've been clearing up your karma, while you've been cleaning up your life, while God been cleaning your house. Some of those people are going to want to come back. It's up to you. That's not my business. Because I don't know you and I can't tell you what to do. What's on the bottom? She-wolf, unleash the wild within. So that energy to me is about being free, about being secure in who you are, about embracing your masculine and your feminine side, about being your true authentic self. Let yourself be free. Let yourself be wild. Let your hair down. Do whatever makes you feel good. Whatever is going to allow you to sleep at night. Whatever is going to allow you to have and maintain peace because of the choice and the decision that you made. That card to me is about freedom. You're free within. Anything else, Holy Spirit? I keep hearing not yet, so maybe it's not time for me to use these yet. So I put them back. So on the bottom, divine lineage. Yeah. Some of you are generational curse breakers. I feel like the people who, mostly those of you who have been in seclusion, who have been changing behind the scenes, there's more percentage of you as the generational curse breaker. But some of you that are in the resisting, the people who have been avoiding the transformation, you're a percentage of the generational curse breaker as well. And the reason why I feel like that percentage is smaller is because whoever these people are, you had a very tough job. There were some curses that you agreed to break when you incarnated into this lifetime that no one wanted. No one wanted to come here and break these curses. Like, because they knew it would be on a that shit almost kill me level. It was designed to take you out. The bloodline was being threatened to be eradicated. And there were some things, some attachments, some demonic attachments to this family that you came into that nobody wanted the job. That's how difficult it was going to be. That's how taxing on the spirit it was going to be. But you signed up for it for whatever reason. And that's why I feel like the percentage of the resistors is much smaller, who are the generational curse breakers, because nobody wanted the job that you took. There was little like argument. I'm not going. I already went last time. Like, it was that type of energy. There may have been, spirits who reincarnated into bodies in the family throughout the years, and they just haven't been able to handle it. But whoever you are, you may be some kind of warrior. Could you see this on her Pegasus? So you may be some kind of warrior. And so you said, I'll go. I'll do it. I feel like that. Masks. Did I not say you got to be your authentic self? Number 9. It's 18 on the card, which breaks down to a 9, which is transformation. It's death and rebirth. But there are many masks that someone has been wearing, and it is time to remove the mask. It's time to put an end to that. The mask is no longer welcomed. Okay? And you're being pushed to take these masks off and be yourself. You have ancestors behind you. You have those protections. See those birds? So you have messages to come to you to help you, divine, messages being told to you. But whoever this is that this reading this message before, take what's yours, don't steal what's not. But this particular part of it, you have been getting that spiritual nudge that it's time to take the mask off. You're not oblivious to this. This is for this person, the person who that you're going through this transformation because you have to. And you may be a generational curse breaker, and maybe you don't know it. Maybe you don't know the reason that you're having to go through this, but you know that you are. Supposed to, I don't think I finished my sentence. My mind was still moving. Anything else, Holy Spirit? You just gotta be real with yourself. The essence of who you are is who you are. You're a bright light. You shine. You shine. There may be some masks that you've been wearing because of shame. There may be some things about your family that you're shameful of, that you want to change. And so that's what you signed up for. That's the mission. Change the things that you deem shameful. Things that you don't want others in your lineage to have to deal with. Etheric cords. Cut the cord. It's time. Cut the cord from you to them and them to you, you to it to you, whatever the thing is. It's time to cut the cord. Shame is number 19, which breaks down to a 10. So you have 9, 10, and etheric cords is 27, which is 9. So you have 9 again. You might be seeing 99. You might be seeing 999. Number 10 is about ending and beginning. You're closing out a cycle, starting something new. So it's time to close out the shame. This etheric cords, 27 breaking down to a 9. Time to cut the cord. Time to transform. It's time to change. It's time to put some things to death. End. This did not flip over, so I'm not going to take it. And then on the bottom, you have resistance. So yeah, number 22, which is 4. So like I was saying, somebody was being very stubborn. There's a huge tree on this card, this resistance card, and 22 on the timer. So someone's very stubborn. Like, you have yourself rooted into who you are, and you were just so set on staying that person. But God said, no, you can't. You have to change. You don't have an option now, because I'm sick of it. You're the one always complaining about how you don't like this and you don't like that about something in your family, but you ain't doing nothing. So I'm going ahead and make you do something, since that's what you came here for in the first place. You're going to get it done. And that resistance, that's for that person who you fighting it. You're not going to win. As Queen Amura says, your arms are not long enough to box with God. When it's time, it's time. That's just it. Ain't nothing you could do. But stop resisting. Okay. On the bottom, we have the Lovers. So this could be about you needing to cut the cord to a romance, tie, friendship, a family. The Lovers doesn't necessarily signify a romantic partner. It can mean your community of people. It's just a significance of divine union. So it's a partnership. It's something divinely placed into your life for reason, season, or lifetime. But this could be about a romance situation, or it could be, maybe you had some kind of soul contract with a soulmate of some kind, and whatever y'all agreed to do, whatever you agreed to teach one another, it's done. So now it's time to sever the cord. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, you don't feel like you could be yourself with this person or these people or at this place. Maybe it's a job you work at and you feel like you're suppressing who you really are. and you feel the nudge, the change that you're supposed to be undergoing, and you're just not doing it because you don't want to lose the job, or you don't want to lose the friends you've made there, or whatever. But this is definitely about someone. There's some shame that you're carrying, and maybe that's why you wear so many masks. You're just not being yourself. And you either, if you are the person that is resisting the transformation, I'm telling you right now, God is about to begin your transformation, because we have number 10 here. The shame. So either a shameful situation is going to occur to force you into the change. It's all for your good, for your highest good. But something shameful is going to take place or trigger you to force you into the transformation, or the transformation is going to stem around something that you're shameful of. And if you are the person that you've been handling this transformation in private because you just understood that you needed to be alone throughout this time while you change without distraction, I feel like you've released shame. So you're ending a cycle of feeling shameful, or something about to happen and you about to be shamed. Because that's the only way you'll change. You may have already started going through this process also. You may already be, spiritual burp. You may already be in the process of healing this shame, of taking these masks off. There's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. You might have 6 generations of karma you have to clear up. You may have been taking these masks off really, truly, and deeply over the last 6 months to 6 years. But it's like something is happening. Let's see. What do I need to know? That's too many, but the 6 of Wands is showing itself. So definitely there's someone moving towards success. You have the 8 of Wands, and you're moving quickly. There may be some communication coming in from you. It could just be, energetic nudge. But you're moving fast. You have Temperance, so you're going towards a balanced life. You're going towards purpose. I feel like also, because if you are the person that you have been going through the transformation, I feel like you also, once you gave up resisting, you began to move really quickly into a place of peace with whatever is happening to you. 9 of Coins. You have the 4 of Coins. Yeah, so, you may have resisted for a second. But the more you begin to release, to let go, and to gain your footing again, to get stable in all your ways, it puts you in this 9 of Coins energy, where you're feeling free, you're feeling accomplished. I just feel like you feel accomplished, even if it's not necessarily monetarily, but you're very proud of yourself because you've reached a place of peace. You've reached a place where you're not trying to force anything to happen. You're letting God speak to you freely. You understand that you are divinely protected, divinely guided. And so if you stand in front of the door and the door does not open right away, you don't panic. You don't go into worry. You're just very stable in all your ways. You feel a sense of accomplishment because you've finally put yourself in a place where you're no longer in survival mode. You wait patiently now for opportunities to flow to you, because you understand that source, that God, the universe, is not going to fail you. So someone is, a lot of blessings are coming into you because you're operating in purpose now. Even when you have to wait for something, you're waiting with patience. You're controlled within yourself, but you're not trying to control the situation. The devil, there were some karmic ties. There were some toxic ways, behaviors, thinking, some attachments that you definitely had to free yourself and your family from. There may be some things that you're still working on, things that center around shame, things you need to cut the cord to. You have no reason to be in shame any longer. You know how to navigate now. I just feel like this is someone that, if you are the person you've been changing in seclusion, I feel very strongly this has been for a year or more. You have the 5 of baskets. And you have the 10 of wands. Right away, I'm hearing that someone could be ashamed because you allowed people, places, things to weigh you down like this. Some choices that you made in the past are things that you are not very proud of. They are not things that you share with everyone, things you don't like to speak about. This is the stage of your journey that you are on. Releasing shame, past regrets from yourself. You're walking out of that energy. You're carrying the responsibility of what you did, but you're not letting it weigh you down. You are in a place of acceptance. You are in a place of you're just good with ending things that no longer have relevance in your life. These past mistakes, this past shame, these things that you've done, you're not letting it weigh you down, hold you back, keep you from moving forward any longer. This woman, she's carrying 2 bags, a baby and a bundle of firewood, but it's balanced. She's not weighed down on one side or the other. That's what I'm saying. You've learned how to balance, take accountability, accept what has happened in the past, and no longer crying over spilled milk. That's what I hear. Even though he crying about these eggs he done dropped on the ground. Maybe you put all your eggs in one basket, got too heavy, and you lost some. Like something. But the responsibility is no longer weighing you down. The thought of things that have happened in the past doesn't affect you like it used to. Feel like you may have been talking to someone, maybe a counselor, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, therapist, whatever you want to call them. Maybe you've been praying more, but you just learn how to release frustrations and shame, guilt about the past. Seven of Wands and the 9 of Knives. I feel like you're definitely also being protected against any evil eye being sent your way. All them eyes on you. You're being protected against people trying to send you negative energy to put you in a nightmarish state, a state where you are literally paralyzed in fear. You are being protected against that. You've been operating in pure energy. Your ancestors, God, the universe, your angels, guides, guardians, whomever you believe, trust in, and know protects you, keeps you safe. That's who's watching over you. Someone has developed a deeper relationship in their prayer life. And I feel like your prayers, the prayers of your ancestors, you know how you see the memes, I had a praying grandmother. Yeah, somebody got some praying relatives, and those relatives are building up some kind of protective barrier around you. There's resistance there as well. These nightmares, this bad energy, these evil eye, these words that people are speaking against you, that blue, to make you feel like a chicken with your head cut off, because this person's head is buried in those stairs, that are trying to keep you in your own personal mental hell with their words. Someone is speaking negative words against you, whether they are doing it to you or behind your back, like to your face or behind your back. This person is speaking such negativity on you because they want to keep you in your own personal mental hell. And you are being guarded from that. Defenses are high. Your ancestral protection is very thick. Okay, but you will come out without the smell of smoke. But the spiritual protective wall around you is so thick that this evil eye, these negative attacks, these negative thought, words, or deeds being sent your way, can't even see through the smoke. That's how thick your spiritual protection is, and it's because you've been developing your spiritual practice. You have ritual now. You've been developing a deeper and more emotional connection with the Most High God, because you have the understanding that you have to go through hell to get to heaven. You understand that we create heaven and hell ourselves. You understand that an idle mind is the devil's playground, so you have to keep your connection to the Most High God safe and secure. You have to keep cultivating and developing it, because you understand that a relationship with the Most High God is a relationship. It's the most sacred relationship you can have. And because of that, you're highly protected against this evil eye, against, these negative thought, words, or deeds being sent your way. Someone is definitely sending you some negative energy, but it's not doing anything. I hear little kids in my head, I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks back onto you. Like, that's what I heard in my head. All those little funny sayings that we used to have as kids, those were spells of protection. They were to keep you protected from the evil eye. They were to keep you protected from, people trying to put negative energy, bad juju, whatever you want to call it, put gree on you, whatever you call it. Those were spells. And as you become an adult, you tend to not say those little things anymore, because, those little mantras, whatever, because it's deemed as childish, but it's protection. And so you are either a person that you used to say a lot of those things because maybe you were bullied, so you used to say those little sayings a lot, or you are a person that you just developed a really deep connection with God, with your ancestors, with your guides, your guardians, your angels, whomever you pray to and believe in. You've deepened your connection. The etheric cord from you to them has strengthened. And because of that, you're able to have this divine protection, this divine shield of smoke around you that is so thick, the nastiness just can't get through. They can't see nothing. They gonna need some Visine. Them eyes gonna be so red they gonna be able to see. Just crying, because they can't see. Smoke got in their eyes. Ooh. The moon. Yeah, I said you have developed a deeper spiritual connection. You are trusting your intuition more. That's how you were able to get into balance, going from this 5 of baskets to this 10 of wands energy, expecting, accepting responsibility for your part, but you're seeing the divinity in it all. You're seeing the reason. There may have been people, I told you, somebody is sending something behind your back. People are doing things in secret. They're doing things in the dark. They think that they cannot be seen. God sees all. If you're in tune with your ancestors, they see everything. Your angels, your guides, your guardians, they see what you don't see. That's why this wall is so thick. Yeah, and all they doing, 8 of knives, is caging themselves in. They're stabbing themselves in the back. Putting themselves in their own prison. In their own mental hell. The Hierophant. Yeah. Because the God you serve is protecting you. In all ways, always. God is protecting you from these knives that are being thrown at your back. But you're relaxed. You looking in the mirror, you just had you a nice hot shower. Might have been wash day, so you don't wrap your hair up. You're just looking at yourself. Demons cannot face themselves. And because you've been healing, because you've been doing this transformational work, you can look at yourself and be free. This other person, this person is sending you this energy. That energy is being returned to them. Just with this mirror here, even though these knives are in the back, they had to come at you, meaning they were shown into the mirror. Mirrors are portals. I just feel like they were turned around and returned back to this person. They are creating their own mental hell. They are about to be living their own nightmare. Everything they sent your way, you didn't feel it. It may have struck you, but you didn't feel it. The divine protection that you have. That's too many, but the 10 of knives was on the top. So, and in this deck, the 10, so you have 8, 9, 10 if it would have come out. So lovers, this is definitely a relationship of some kind. But anyway, the 10 of knives in this deck, the knives are in the front. You pulled it out. The betrayal that you saw coming, you removed it. And the betrayal that you did not see coming, God kept you from feeling it. And then the 6 of wands comes out. I'm not picking those up. I don't know what they are. Yeah, I am. Wait a minute. Okay. The 6 of wands. Yeah, someone's definitely moving in a forward, successful direction. You're being recognized in the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm, for all of the accomplishments that you've made, all of the changes that you made, all the transforming and healing you've been doing. On the floor was the Mother of Baskets and the Son of Wands. So yeah, God is taking you places. You're moving because the Son of Wands is falling on top of the Hierophant. There's some spiritual lessons that needed to be learned, and because you learned them, God is putting you... I feel like, okay, don't get me wrong. You're going into more dangerous territory because new level, new devil. But because of this protection, you're not afraid. You see how these alligators just swimming around him? Like he's not even there. So even though you may be in deeper, darker waters, even though you may not be able to see clearly what's around you, it's because you have this layer of smoke, this protection. Mother of Baskets, Eight of Knives. Yeah, you've been nurturing yourself. You've been loving on yourself. And because of that, that's why you didn't feel the knives being thrown at you. You may have seen them in the mirror, but you did not feel them hit you. And it's because of all this healing that's going on. Anything else, Holy Spirit? The Chariot. Yeah, you are definitely moving successfully. You're moving forward. There is there's a certain aura of power to you now. You've reclaimed your power. Definitely this is someone who's been doing this work for 6 months to 6 years. Two of Baskets. Yeah, you've gotten into alignment with yourself. You're balanced. And I've been saying that. This could be also that now you're moving towards a divine connection of some kind. You know, could be love, could be business, could be both. But you're moving forward in it. Seven of Coins. Yeah. Because you're building. You're building. You're finishing whatever you started. Anything else? Holy Spirit. Eight of Baskets. You're walking away from anything that doesn't serve you. Three of Baskets came out in the reverse. So yeah, you're walking away from these unfulfilling connections that you were in. That was not your soul family. This transformation that you're going through, you've called in your people. You've called in your people because you're in a new energy. Those who are for you. I told you, God, I've been cleaning house in your life for a minute. It's been going on for a few years. But you're finally making the decision that deeper connection is what you want. So you're getting away from these phony friends, this phony community, these phony people, you know, people who sit around gossip about you, people who you thought, you know, were your friends. They weren't. Son of Baskets, they were immature, childish, and all they want to do is talk about people. They don't have the energetic maturity to be able to go with you. Two of Wands, because you're on a new path. You've been making your plan. Someone may be moving, like a physical move, a literal move, out of the country, out of the state. Ace of Knives. Everything I said is the truth. There's a new beginning for you. There's success at every corner. Every venture that you set off on, you are going to be successful because of your relationship with the Most High. Because of this deep spiritual connection that you have to source, to higher power. You're covered, you're protected. You're doing your part in protecting yourself. And Your spiritual side, your spiritual backing, they have the rest. What's on the bottom? 3 of Knives. You see the truth behind how you broke your own heart. But you've accepted, and you've healed, and you're moving forward. It's just a lot of heart truth. Not hard, heart truth that you had to experience. You've been doing a lot of healing work, a lot of heart chakra work, whether it was intentional or not, but whatever transformation you've undergone, whatever healing you've been doing, it's been healing your heart space. There's a lot of green out here. A lot of green, a lot of blue, so you've definitely been using your voice as well. Okay, let's see if it's time now. Oh, yep. Come home to your body. So someone's been doing meditation. I said somebody has been getting a deeper relationship with the Most High. Somebody may have changed their eating habits. You may be doing more fasting because you know that is a quick way. If you do 3, 7, 21, however many days you want, whatever you like, because it's your business what you do. But you may have been doing more of a fasting practice because you understand that it is the way to also deepen your connection with God, to also call in what you want to come to you faster, because you're making sacrifice, you're making room, okay, in your physical body and in your spiritual body to receive divine guidance, to hear from God clearly. You've been doing that. Clear your karma. Didn't I say earlier that somebody has been clearing their karma? That's what you've been doing. You've been balancing the scales. You've been getting all the muck and gook that you don't need out. I clear my energy field. Yeah, you've really been cleaning house. Either you or God has been doing it for you. And then my sexuality is sacred is back. We haven't seen that in a while. So someone is also understanding that you needed to sever the tie to someone that you were physically intimate involved with. Physically intimately involved with. This is the way that you're also clearing up karmic things. Someone may have had some sort of sex addiction and you've been getting help for that. But you're just realizing that your sexual energy is very sacred. It's very healing. And so now you're being more discerning, more choosy who you give yourself to. If you've been giving yourself to anyone, you may have been abstinent. If you are a person that has had sex before, and if you have never had sex before, but you were being tempted, you're choosing to remain celibate. You can only be celibate if you've never had sex before. Not sure why we have to explain that to adults, but I guess sometimes that's what's needed. So when people say that I've been celibate, you can only be celibate if you've never had sex before. Sex of any kind, because sex is sex. Penetration of any kind. It's very important that I say penetration because I heard it very loudly. So that makes you celibate. If you have had penetration, some kind of sexual activity where there has been penetration, then you are abstinent. Okay? So someone may have been abstaining. Somebody may have been clearing up a sex addiction. That may be the shameful thing that you're needing to cut the cord from, whatever it is, person or behavior, thought pattern, whatever, porn addiction, things like that. Someone is realizing that their sexual energy is very healing, that it's very sacred, and you are now cherishing yourself in a different way. It's this self-confidence that you've built up. And because you've been cutting off some of these sexual attachments that you have to a person or people, because you've been doing that, it's been causing everyone around you to change. There's been a shift. Your energy is much clearer. You can think better. But you and or God have been cleaning house in your life. Things you don't need, people you don't need, all that's being removed. Because something amazing is transpiring for you in 2024. Because it's the year of karma and you've been doing the work and you deserve it. If you are the person that's been resisting, that you are fighting this change, all I can tell you from personal experiences, it doesn't matter if you fight it. It's going to happen. If you have some sort of contract that you have to fulfill, you can't avoid it forever. So give in, go with the flow, and receive your divine blessings in this year especially. Because you're setting yourself up for infinite, consistent abundance in every single way for lifetimes, if you allow yourself to receive this transformation. I love this for whoever this is for. Let's see what's on the bottom. Feeling fear is a call for love. So, someone may be afraid. Like I said in the beginning, you're afraid to make these changes because you're afraid you're going to lose people who genuinely love you, your authentic self, who you truly are, your real spiritual being self, your real divine self. It's going to draw that love to you. Loving yourself, loving who you really are, is going to draw the right energies to you. So you don't have to be afraid. If God removes, trust me, he replaces with something much better. Everybody ain't meant to be there forever. Reason, season, and lifetime. That's the human experience in everything. I'm going to leave it there. It's been long enough. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for all of the new subscribers. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for the comments that all of y'all have been leaving. I appreciate it. Some of y'all got some stuff going on, baby. Oh my goodness. But I thank you so much. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I'll be back to record another video a couple of days this week, but I'm being called to recharge and to just get my energy back. I've been outside a lot lately, and I've been trying to let my hair breathe since I'm growing my hair back so that I can grow my locks back, and so me being uncovered has been a doozy on my body. Because I'm getting used to it. But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. And I'll see y'all again soon. Love y'all. Bye.